The Monkey and the Spark. A cold wind rustled the jungle leaves, making a family of monkeys shiver on their branch. They huddled together, their fur puffed up against the chill. Brrr, chattered Miko, the smallest monkey. If only we had a warm, crackling fire. Suddenly, a tiny light flickered in the deep darkness. It bobbed and weaved through the trees like a lost star. Look, Miko squeaked, pointing a hopeful finger. A tiny ember. We can use it to build a fire. The biggest monkey, the leader of the group, crept carefully along the branch. With a gentle scoop of his big hands, he caught the glowing light. He carried it back and placed it carefully on a small pile of dry leaves. "All right, everyone," he announced. "Pucker up and blow." So the monkeys took a deep breath. Whoosh! Hoo! Poof! They blew with all their might, their cheeks puffing out like ripe mangoes. But the tiny light didn't grow into a flame. It didn't even get warmer. It just blinked patiently. High above them, perched on a moonlit branch, sat Professor Hoot, a very wise owl with spectacles balanced on his beak. "Hoo-hoo," he called down in a calm voice. "My dear monkeys, that is not an ember. You have captured a firefly." The biggest monkey scowled up at the owl. "Nonsense, you feathered know-it-all," he grumbled. "It's a spark, and we will make a fire. Blow harder, everyone. Put your backs into it." They huffed and they puffed. They whooshed and they wheezed. They blew until their heads felt dizzy and their lips were tired. The little firefly, whose name was Flicker, was getting tired too. Its light began to grow very, very dim. At last, Miko stopped. He leaned in very close to the little light. It wasn't hot. It didn't smell of smoke. He could see 2 tiny wings and 6 little legs. He was right, Miko whispered to the others. "It's just a little bug." Feeling very silly, the biggest monkey gently nudged the leaf with his finger. Flicker the firefly took off at once, zipping up into the air and blinking a bright "thank you" before disappearing into the jungle. Professor Hoot also mentioned a cave, Miko said softly. The monkeys climbed down the tree and, sure enough, they found a snug little cave sheltered from the wind. They all cuddled together inside, feeling much warmer. They had learned that a stubborn mistake will never keep you as warm as a little bit of wise advice.